Do you have a hard time studying like this loser?
Who said that?
The b bur 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 Oh, come on, the fucking word's bird. Bird. Duh. I need something that will make me focus and have energy because I'm also fucking tired of this bullshit. Then you need to try G Fuel. Who the fuck is who the fuck threw this to? Anyways, G Fuel. If you guys are trying to log in, focus, reading, studying, playing games, editing, and you are tired, a scoop of this is 150 milligrams of caffeine. Double scoop that, it's 300 milligrams of caffeine. The benefits are focus, reaction time, endurance, and energy. Try G Fuel for 20% off from 4BTA1 on screen. Hey guys, that's a little better now. Guys, I was scrolling on Prime Videos. We were looking for a horror movie to watch. Good or bad, it didn't matter. We actually had another movie in mind, and then this movie came up. Bikini Sharks. Then we're one of those shark movies, like 5-headed shark, 3-headed shark versus whatever, Sharknado, clown sharks, you name it. Sand sharks, for fuck's sake. But the movies don't have a preview or a trailer when it comes to Prime Videos for these type of movies. This one did. What the fuck was this right here? I was so interested in this movie already. We hopped in this movie so fucking fast. We got straight to the point. The plot was good. Everything was good, right? This movie is a masterpiece. It's a Oscar-winning movie for sure. Don't look it up. Just trust. Just take my word from it. But shit, this movie rocks. One thing I'll say about this movie, it's this biggest compliment of this movie. It's not the questionable CGI. It's not the questionable acting.
Don't. I said don't. Cut it out. I mean, guys, chill.
This movie is short as fuck, but it felt long. I wanted to stay in this movie a lot longer. One thing I will say about this movie is the green screen problem in this movie was so... I could not tell they were in a green screen in the car. In the green screen, I don't know. You just couldn't tell. Clearly, her hair doesn't have green near her or any highlight. It didn't look blurry on the edges. It didn't look like the car was moving slow, but the background was moving fast. No, not at all. Not the seats were green. Not like, this movie was perfect. This movie was real practical. Even the sharks were practical. The people that were writing this movie, they're like, we got it. We got a plot now. The motivation for this guy, the villain of the movie, is the stupidest fucking thing. My bad. The best thing for a motivation. Fuck Thanos' motivation. His motivation was there. It was just true form of itself. Nothing can beat this guy. He was just too fucking powerful. I'm thinking to myself, right, is they looking outside or behind the camera while it's shooting, questioning if they did it right during the take, like this. So, hold on. So we're recording stuff, right? This is gonna be the movie? David, I don't like you. I like your brother. He's just better. Right, I'm doing it right. What am I? I'm gonna improvise, fuck it. David, I love your brother. What was I supposed to say? Fuck. I just don't know. Just how it was. There were some weird moments in this movie. The movie was just uncomfortable, I will say. It looked like they were just pouring some sort of melted Hershey's onto somebody for blood. You know what? It was perfect. You know what? Just look at these masterpieces of pictures right here, and you tell me. IMDb made a mistake in this movie, by the way. They meant to swap these two numbers. The movie says it's at a 1.9. It's supposed to be a 9.1 on IMDb. So it's like on the top 3s of IMDb's best movies. For sure. And then Rotten Tomato doesn't have anything with this movie because this movie just want everybody to know this movie's so fucking good. Letterboxd gave this movie a 2.5, and once again, Letterboxd actually made a mistake and they meant to swap those two numbers to make it a 5.2, which the highest rating is a 5. We don't like, that's how good this movie is. They gave it an extra 2.2. On Prime Videos, gave it a 200 out of 10. That's how good it is. They forgot the 2 zeros though. You can watch this movie on Tubi, or Prime Videos, or YouTube. There were some cool cinematography moments and just cool shots in this movie. I'll actually give it to that. There was a mirror scene There were some other scenes here and there splattered out the film that some shots were actually unique versus just being this typical. The audio breaches between different things. You can hear sometimes the ocean will be louder than the people talking, and then the crickets will be louder than the fucking people talking, and then the ocean will be talking. This movie is directed by E.J. Marshall, and he's directed movies. That being The Green Monster. It's upcoming. I can't wait. Dragon Fury 3 2026. Y'all heard it? Of course y'all have. For sure. This movie right here, Bikini Shark, came out in 2025. It's a low budget horror film, obviously. No, I couldn't tell. Literally, this movie looked like a Christopher Nolan movie. That's how good everything was. The non-CGI use in this movie, the non-green screen, everything was practical. They shot on a practical location. They used real sharks, not puppets, real sharks. Fucking love it. Harry Boxley is one of the writers for this movie, and he's one of the writers for the Popeye's Revenge movie from last year. He's also did Piglet, Monster Boat Massacre, which was another video I was gonna cover. He did Mouse of Horrors, Tsunami Sharks. Fuck Sharknado. Tsunami Sharks. Beautiful. And then, believe it or not, he did the wonderful Dinosaur Hotel 3. And the other writer is Justin Carter. He did a lot of short films. Now, when I cover these type of movies, I'm not hating at all. There's every movie that I have watched, believe it or not, have a highlighted moment. If you like the movie or don't, there, in my opinion, there's a scene or that's worth it. That's cool to take notes. In this movie, there were some cool shots in this movie for me that didn't work in the movie but could work in a different movie. But this movie has some highlighted moments. That's a highlighted word right there. Some. Not trying to throw shades at these. Filmmaking is hard to do, believe it or not. A character that really doesn't have a lot of screen time in the movie, but it's kind of like a person that's important in the script, I guess. She's not. Her name is Ginger. She's like the glue, I guess, for this fucking movie. She's also played in the Piglet movie that was also written by Harry Boxley. The cast, I'm not too familiar with at all, besides a little bit of Jesse Venning, who plays Jenna. But here's the main characters right here. You got Kathy Dakota as Easter, the villain's mom in the movie that literally comes in at the third act. Bullshit. Then you got Christy, played by, Reed Hayes. Then you got Tracy. Then you got Danny. Then you got Steven, Beth, Barani, Casey, and the Truman. All right, we should be good in here. We should be safe in here. They can't open doors. Oh my fuck. For these type of movies, I would like to learn a lot about them, but there's no research on these movies. There's no information that I can really pile up into one video. There might be like 1 to 2 to 3 fun facts or facts about this movie or some fun research, but that's not all to pile up in one video. That sucks for me because I would like to cover this movie with into depth videos. Lighting was good, and then some of the other was questionable. It looked like the contrast was good in one scene, and then the other scenes it was just too bright. It looked blurry. Things where they're pulling up by a hitchhiker and the non-green screen background is zooming past trees, and the car seems like it's going 5 miles per hour, but in the background it looks like they're going 100 miles per hour. Later down the film, it's a car scene once again, which is practical this time, which makes no fucking sense later. Why they probably shot this shit later, then I don't know, because there's no research on this movie. She's looking up, right? This is her. Pay attention.
Honey. What the fuck? Get back to the boat!
These sharks can't fucking fly. Why is she looking up like this and then pans down as the sharks is on the ground? What? Were you looking at a bird or some shit? The movie opens up a kill. This shit caught me off guard. So let me get the bikini shit out the way. This guy that seemed like he was a ghost and he died and he had a fetish of a big love for bikinis. But no, he was alive, so he's just a ritual guy, I guess. Oh yeah. So the bikinis that, one, let me know if I'm the odd one out or the weird one out. If you see clothes washed up or anywhere on the ground that it's not yours outside, are you guys wearing that, or am I the odd one out that I wouldn't fucking wear that? I don't know. But these movies, it's just common to do that, I guess. These two friends find bikinis washed up and a questionable shit layer, a shit lake. I don't know what this is, but no thank you. They put on the bikinis, and one of the friends starts getting itchy. That makes sense, for sure. Don't put on other people's clothes. What if they were skinny dipping, or they were gone, or they're coming back for their clothes? What if they had some sort of disease? That's what y'all fault. I don't feel bad one bit. This movie had really weird pauses. There was a mistake, and it's probably one of the few big mistakes I can probably catch in this movie, but it freezes. It's a freeze shot, or it's either a editing mistake where they edit it weird to make it look like a freeze, or it was just the camera mount functioned for a second or two, or a millisecond or two. Down the movie, when Ginger's getting stabbed in the back, you would think she would have been dead, because how many times she gets stabbed in that back? But when the sharks eat her up, she's moving. This movie's uncomfortable with shot, pausing on some questionable scenes in this movie. It was hard to watch. Now we're in a studio, or probably in a room to be honest, of a green screen. Look at this shit. You could see the green highlighted stuff between almost everything, and then you can see this weird blur between these characters. When you see it, you can't unsee it. But you get met with 3 people. Lord. We have nicknames for them. We got Miss Wannabe Badass, so we're gonna call her Wannabe. Then we got Tolly, who is really annoying in this movie. And then you got Stupid, who's stupid in the movie. I think in this movie, 2 of them are really friends, and then in real life, and then the other was just casted. I'm not for sure, because it seems like between somebody and the other person, the chemistry was good, and then between the other, because we're supposed to believe these are a group. This is a great friend group. I can't believe that. They're supposed to meet a person named Ginger that we really don't get to see until the end or the middle of the movie. They're waiting at the house. They do stop by a hitchhiker, and then they leave. I don't know why they stopped in the first place. Anyways, they go to the house, and then they're like, oh, she's not here. Let's clean the house. This scene right here, you really got to pay attention to. There was this girl, Stupid, my bad, Stupid. She gets these 2 chemicals to clean the house. And Wannabe was like, you're going to blow us up if you mix those together. This is real chemistry class right here. Right? So what did she do? She puts it back in a shed, right? That's a highlighted moment. And then she uses that later. I don't think that's possible. Correct me if I'm wrong. Let me get this out the way. This guy, the villain in the movie, who we really aren't going to see until later, he's a creep. He just loves sniffing girls' bikinis. He loves it so much. So there's like some sort of ritual shit where when you put on bikinis, you get rashes and you itch to fuck to death. And become swole from the outside and inside. And then sharks come to kill you. They're just cleaning. Stupid is pregnant. And this scene right here is pretty cool shot where they just reflection on the mirror and stuff like that. But she's too of a pussy to tell her friends that she's pregnant. The night happens and a guy pumps up. And Miss Wannabe thinks he's there for her. But later down, he's the father of the other bitch. Stupid, but affected, I guess. In this scene, I found it really awkward between the shots and things. It's just a little nitpick. When it's him talking, it will be from this POV right here. And then when she's talking, just her, it will go to her. But when it's just him talking, it's not like a POV of him or a POV of her. I make this request. I don't want to be really zoomed up on in camera. No camera close to me. This guy is a dickhead. He doesn't love nobody. And he's threatening to kill the baby later down the movie. He literally has a gun to the girl's stomach. While he says, you hit this cigarette and kill that baby. Or whatever that fucking happens. Or I shoot you in the stomach. Beautiful. Beautiful guy. Tolly over here puts on a bikini. So this is stupid later, but we're talking about Tolly. Tolly has some, I will say about this. The friends really care for each other. Besides Stupid. I think Stupid's the odd one out. But you would think it's Wannabe is the odd one out. But no, Stupid. Fuck off. Moving on. Tolly drinks, and the next day, she finds the bikini, and she puts it on. And now she's through hell. So, Wannabe takes her to the hospital, or tries to drive her to the hospital. The other one stays back. And this is when we learn the plot twist. Y'all didn't see that coming. I didn't say it a minute ago. No, I didn't. So they start making the fuck out. Then she tells him. And then he bitch slaps her, put a gun to her face. And what does Blueface say? She called me daddy. He didn't say that, but now we get to meet the villain of this movie. He ties up a girl, he takes advantage of her, and then he has one of his sharks kill her. Editing me here. There was a scene I added in my script, but I forgot to mention it in the video. But here's one of the other mistakes I caught in this movie. It's not, yes, it is. But here we go. Look at the red car's reflection. Okay, you can see her reflection, obviously, but you don't get to see that CGI mess in the thing. I get it. It's hard to do. Right? Blah blah blah. Right? Oh, I get it. It's a fucking vampire shark. The sequel. Ginger comes up across having some problems herself. She finds bikinis once again. She takes them. And later on, she's getting chased the fuck down by sharks. So she gets in her car. I always really thought the sharks was going to grow a hand, open the fucking door. She was like, oh shit, it's the bikinis, I bet. She throws them. Why would your mind come to conclusions about the shark's going for me for my bikini? Then our boy, the villain of the movie, finds her, takes advantage of her. The mother pops up on the area because the location they're at is owned by her, and she's telling her, you guys need to leave, you're in great danger. Henry, the guy comes there, and I don't know how he knows who a wannabe is. Maybe Ginger did say was bringing her up, but how did he know where? You know what, Ginger, you're a snitch. Ginger, fuck you. There was a weird slow motion when she was getting stabbed in the back quite a few fucking times. You think she would have been dead, but no, the sharks come finish her up. They go hide in the house, and he says, go kill them. At night, what they do, she tries to sacrifice herself, or the guy has her try to sacrifice herself. But before that scene, the mother dies. And the boyfriend, I don't give a fuck about him. Fuck that guy. He dead. Before Tolly did sacrifice herself, she tells her friend to run while she gets eaten. What does she do? She does this. No. Well, besides running, like I said, she just watches her friend die. And then as soon as she dies, she finally runs away while the sharks are not going to chase her. She's bait. Like, get the fuck out of here. But now it's nighttime, the final scene, and he has to have a sacrifice, and wannabe's her. But she throws the chemicals into the sharks, and she wins. And that's when this fucking movie ends.